Speaker, my question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister update the House on the strength of Australia's economic and security relationship with the United States?
The Prime Minister has
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I thank the honourable member for his question, and I want to say, as honourable members know, we returned back from the United States this morning. I want to thank President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump for the very generous welcome they accorded us. They were very constructive discussions and very productive visit. It was designed to broaden and deepen our enduring relationship, our great alliance with the United States. We are building on 100 years of mateship, and we are set for 100 more. On July the 4th this year, it will be 100 years since the first time Australian troops and American troops went into battle together, led by an Australian general, Sir John Monash, General Monash, and, Mr Speaker, Australians and Americans have stood side by side in freedom's cause ever since. We committed to our shared endeavour in Washington to keep our people safe and secure, whether it is combating terrorism around the world and to maintaining the maximum pressure on North Korea to stop its reckless and illegal conduct. Now, along with security, jobs and the economy were at the forefront of my discussions with President Trump and senior members of his administration. The United States is our most important economic partner. A quarter of all foreign direct investment in Australia is from the United States, and that investment drives, directly or indirectly, 1 in 12 Australian jobs. Now, our meetings with President Trump, Vice President Pence, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell and the National Governors Association, together with Premiers and Chief Ministers, confirmed that our trade and investment links with the United States have never been stronger. Mr Speaker, it was impossible not to be struck by the sense of economic optimism and growing business confidence in the United States. President Trump's company tax cuts have generated a real economic buzz in the United States. Business leaders are enthused. They're enthused both by the tax reform and by the cuts in regulation and red tape, and we're already seeing this translated into higher levels of investment and higher wages. And, Mr Speaker, I was accompanied by the most influential delegation of Australian business leaders ever to leave our shores for the United States, as well as most of our state premiers and chief ministers, as I said. And it's a great tribute to the efforts of the Business Council of Australia, assembling that CEO delegation, and also to the great work of the Foreign Minister and our Ambassador in Washington, Joe Hockey, who has led the charge on our campaign to deepen and broaden and strengthen an already strong relationship with our greatest ally, the United States of America.